This video is about how to use anchor text in your on-page SEO strategy. Contrary to what it sounds like, an anchor text is not something a pirate would send you. Okay, Alex made that joke. But the point is, anchor text is a part of your on-page SEO strategy. It is something that is fairly technical and that you can get right with just a little bit of practice. So watch this video to learn how. Anchor text is just the text you click on when you click a link online. Say that 10 times fast. You probably do this hundreds of times a day, and you probably don't realize that there is a right way and a wrong way to do anchor link text. The reason anchor link text matters for SEO is because Google reads the link text and then uses that to determine the relevance of the associated link. So your anchor text needs to match the destination link that you are sending the person to when they click. By carefully curating your anchor link text both on and off your website, you can shape Google's impression of your website and what it's about. There's a happy medium here. If your anchor link text is too off topic, Google's going to have no idea what you're talking about. However, if you stuff every single link with exact match keywords, you're going to get penalized in rank. Because I mentioned both on-page and off-page, I want to quickly clarify. On-page anchor text is the anchor text that you have on links on your website. The latter is really about off-page, is really about backlinks. It's not something that on-page SEO specialists deal in too much. It's about pages that are outside of your own site that point back to it. You probably don't have as much control over how other people word their anchor link text when they're pointing to your site. So let's focus most on what you can control, which is on-page. You probably already get that any link text is anchor text. But you should know there are basically 5 types of anchor link text. First is exact match. So for instance, that's exactly what it sounds like. If you're linking out to a page that is for cryptocurrency blogging, then you would use the word cryptocurrency blogging, hyperlink it, and link to that page. That's exact match anchor text. The second is partial match, where you use a partially matched phrase or a variation in order to use something for the link text. So for instance, if you want to rank for the keyword social media writer, any of the anchors would be considered partial match. Social media, writer for social media posts, or social post writer. The third type is branded. So for the purposes of on-page SEO, obviously the brand would be yours. So for instance, if I use the word hire a writer on my website, I would then link the homepage of hire a writer over the words hire a writer. The fourth type is generic, and it's where people get into fights over what anchor link text should be. Generic is just what it sounds like. It's when you link over the words click here, learn more, find out now, contact us. It's generic anchor link text. It's okay, it shouldn't be the only thing you do. And then number 5 is naked URL. And it's another thing that sometimes people have some controversy about. But essentially, you take the actual URL text and then you link the URL of it over it. So let's talk about anchor text best practices. Number 1 is vary your anchor text. So if you only use one type of anchor text on your site, search engines are going to find that suspicious. Vary the types of anchor text you use, but in general, focus more on branded, partial match, and exact match than on generic and naked URL. Second, keep it relevant. Don't mislead readers or bots with your anchor text choices. So make sure the text you use actually describes the content it links to. And then make it natural. Sometimes you know you want to link to a particular page, but you're not quite sure how to fit the link into what you're writing. It's worth your time to ensure the link is inserted into the text naturally. If it's forced or it looks out of context, you're hurting your on-page SEO efforts. Next, go for short. Anchor text needs to be succinct. Try to keep it around 5 words or fewer and never include a whole paragraph or multiple sentences in an anchor. Next, change the color. Don't hide the fact that you're linking to something. Most websites and website templates will underline and change the color of link text automatically. If yours doesn't, take the time to make sure your links are easy to see in your copy. You want people to click on them. And then last, track it. Get a feel for what's working and not working in your anchor text strategy. Track the anchors you use throughout your site. So each time you publish a new post or page, add the links, anchor text, and type of anchor text to a spreadsheet so you can keep track. Anchor text is not the most glamorous of SEO efforts. To be fair, most on-page SEO efforts are not super glamorous. However, it's one of those technical things that if you get better at it, you refine your strategy, you track the results, you will improve your site. Links are all about on-page SEO, and they're also about conversion, so this is an important level of marketing knowledge as well. If you feel like anchor text and on-page SEO in general is not your sweet spot yet, then go to my on-page SEO crash course. It's going to give you the 30,000-foot view, everything you need to know about on-page SEO so that you can dive deeper into these important best practices.